Yes, guys. And it's me, Mosquito Fish. Right now. Tonight and it's evening. Right now. Let's get the movies. The movie will start in cooking, so let me search cooking up. Cooking. Let me search that up.
It's time to get saucy with the new honey chili crisp and jalapeno ranch sauces from KFC.
I'm not going out for the mower. I'm grown now. I'm the adult.
Lighting the gas stove. This is a 4-burner stove with a vent in the middle. Lighting is easy. If you've not used a gas stove before, there are some safety procedures. So there's an electric igniter, and what that means is that you turn this knob. This is going to control this burner until it starts clicking. You can see that the fire is lit, and then you turn it a little bit further to control the flame. So if you want it low, turn it that way. Fire can be there. Now, if you don't see the flame or you don't feel the heat, if it's bright, you may not actually see the flame. Turn it all the way back off, wait a few minutes, and try again. And just leave it on that clicking position until you're sure it's lit. If the power is out, you can always light this with a match or a lighter if you need to. You simply turn it to the gas and then light it with a match. The vent is pretty easy. This is a downdraft vent, meaning that the air goes into the vent down. And you turn that on by turning this knob. There's a speed control there, so we can have it on high, for example. The last thing to remember is that we are at altitude. So what that means is the water will boil at a lower temperature. Therefore, it will take longer to cook things. That's anything that's.
I forgot to go to art. Let's go to art.
That's all. Enjoy it.
If you own one of these, you might be concerned over recent news reports about gas stoves and their pollutants in your home. Today, I'm going to share some simple steps that you can take that can lessen the impact of those pollutants and let you get back to enjoying cooking. Hello and welcome to I Want to Cook. My name is Chef Matt, and this channel is all about easy recipes, cooking tips, and kitchen tools.
Let's go to cooking.
Today we are talking about what is probably the
Oh my god. Anybody?
The workhorse. Yes,
let's get out of the school. Let's get out of. Let's go get our jobs.
Now, without going too far down a rabbit
take your
hole,
pizza,
here
eat
in
up.
America, and possibly
I'll eat
where
it.
You live, there are building codes being enacted for new homes where they want to either eliminate gas stoves or incentivize the builders not to put them in the homes. And all of this is intended to reduce fossil fuels, of which natural gas is. But of course, this doesn't affect the millions and millions of us who have a gas stove versus an electric one. In fact, according to an article in USA Today, 35 to 40% of US households have a gas stove. Or if you are one of my friends watching in the UK, a hob. I think that's so cute, by the way. Hob. That's what you call a stove, right? Anyways, natural gas is methane, and as it's burned, it forms pollutants, some of which have been linked to an increased risk of asthma among children. Now, for the record, I have nothing against gas stoves. In fact, I really enjoy using them. Every single home that I've lived in except one had a gas stove, and a gas stove is all we used in culinary school to learn to cook on. And now I do have some portable electric burners, an induction burner, and just a regular electric stove, but I have not found anything that has the level of control that you can get with a flame. So all that to say, I'm going to be using this stove, and I'll probably replace this stove with another gas stove when it is time. But I'll cross that bridge when we get to it. And the fact is, for a lot of people, myself included, replacing a stove is expensive. So even if you wanted to swap out a gas stove for an electric one, it can be a pricey proposition. But it turns out a lot of people who have a gas stove are not doing the one thing that they should be doing when using it, and that is turn on the vent. Turning on the vent is absolutely vital to getting those fumes out of the kitchen, not to mention the smell of whatever you're cooking. According to a researcher at Stanford University, 2/3 to 3/4 of Americans rarely, if ever, turn on their ventilation fan.
Oh no, what is going on here? We got too many people in the party, so I need to kick them out.
If it's broken, get it fixed. And importantly, make sure your fan isn't one that just recirculates, but actually vents those fumes and vents those pollutants to the outside and out of your house. Another thing you can do along with using that ventilation fan is open a window, open a door. If you have two, open them both. Try to get a breeze going to get those fumes out. It's all about ventilation. And in reality, you should be doing this regardless of what type of stove you have. So even if you have like an electric or an induction or halogen stove, you really should be venting. You should open those windows because that's going to get those smells out. It's going to get those fumes out, and it's just going to be a lot less of a mess in your kitchen of really things that you can't necessarily see. But ventilation is especially important if you have a gas stove. I'm going to read you a quote that I saw in USA Today. This is from a Dr. Aaron Bernstein, a pediatrician at Boston Children's Hospital. He said, if you ventilate, you can dramatically reduce the...
Here you go, B Gaming. I'm friending you. I'm adding you. Because you're my best friend. B Gaming. Just accept it. Accept my friend request, Gaming, please.
And lastly, there's one other option that I actually do all the time, and that's, if possible, cook outside. You might see me in some of my videos, especially ones where I'm doing high heat.
I said accept it, my friend request. B Gaming.
And I do that for a couple of reasons. In addition to, the pollutants, first of all, it's the smell, the grease, all that stuff coming off the meat or whatever I'm cooking.
Alright. Oh, you're out. Boom, phew, I got him.
But, you can do this on anything. If you have a barbecue with maybe a side burner or even like an individual burner, you can cook outside, and that just kind of gets all those fumes, not in your house. Now, I realize that the deeper issue is kind of a tricky subject, and there are no easy answers, but hopefully this video helped and just is kind of a PSA reminder, especially if you are using a gas stove. Turn on that vent, open a window, do everything you can to get ventilated, get those fumes out of your house. I hope this helps. As always, thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing. If you are new to the channel, welcome. Welcome to my kitchen. I am so glad that you are here. Until next time, I hope you want to cook.
Yeah.
everybody. I'm here today to show you how to use an electric stove. So as you can see right here, I have an electric stove in front of me, and this will be a video tutorial showing you how to use one. So let's get right to it. As you can see right here, there are 4 elements on this electric stove. Now, the majority of electric stoves have 4 elements, but some of them have 5 or even 6 elements. The process will be very, very similar for all of these electric stoves. So basically, as you can see right here, there are 4 knobs. 1, 2, 3, 4. The 2 knobs on the left control the 2 elements on the left, right there. And if you look on top of the knobs, you can see that one of the circles has been colored in to be a darker color. So basically, these 4 circles represent the 4 elements on the stove. And this knob right here, controls the bottom left element, the bottom left burner. This knob right here controls the top left burner, because you can see that the bottom left circle is darkened in this one, and the top left circle has been darkened in this one. So basically, if I want to turn on one of the electric stove elements, all that I have to do is figure out which knob controls that specific element. So if I wanted to turn on this one, which is the top left element, I would look for the top left knob, which is this one, the top left knob. And all that I have to do to turn it on is push the knob in and turn it. So I'm just going to push it in, and I'm going to turn it to, we'll say 4, which is sort of like a
Or in a mouthpiece.